Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Blood Omen Legacy of Kain for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last video, we found all the secrets in the lost city of the werewolves, and we made it back towards the swamp. We're at the nearby beacon. We're going to have to walk back to the swamp the old-fashioned way, but we now have a lot of items and a lot of secrets revealed and found and gone through and what have you. And because of that, I can finally continue with the game as I meant to. And I'm going to find what is left in the swamp. So, once again, it's time. Oh, dear. I really... Oh, my word. Beat the guy up. Thank you. That shouldn't have been so difficult. Alright. And now we're going to have to do this 2 more times just so we just don't die. All of a sudden, hitting these things is a lot harder than it should be. There we go. Now we should be able to do this. Of course, I do want to get my sword out, because there are very few times when I personally want to use the axes. And while the axes won't keep me from going in the mist form, I'd rather not have them equipped where I'm going anyway. So now that that's over with, let us now go towards the swamp once again. Which means we're going to have to go through mist form, to go through the water, get past these plants that spit out these poison gas clouds, and then we're going to have to make our way to the south and just go to a place we have yet to be. Now let's see here. We've been in that cave. That increased our strength via a blood fountain. There's nothing in there. There's nothing there, though I do want to probably check that place anyway. We've been in here. I know this was mind control. And I believe this had another spell, which I was able to get and use on my enemies. And now we need to move away from these things and make our way into the swamp. Okay, there is something here. It's one item, but it's still something. And that's a zombie. Okay, then. Good to know. More zombies. Also good to know. And I believe that in here there was a cave of for the antitoxin. The antitoxin spirit forge there. And here's a place where I have yet to be at. And I want to make my way through it. So let's go through this building and then enter this doorway. And it looks like we're going to find another weapon when we go in here. And interestingly, we're going to have ourselves a save point, which I do want to take advantage of, because let's face it, we got a whole bunch of secrets since the last time we saved. So, now that that's a thing, and we don't have to do any of this anymore, we ensure that we don't have to do any of this anymore, we are now going to go through this door. And when we go through here, we just need to follow the path. We will find people that we can feast on, which is always a good thing. You never know when you need to feast on humans to refill your health. And here we are, just following the path. And we enter this door first. There is a door to the east, but we won't be able to go through it quite yet. And now, we're going to be running around. And we are going to be activating a bunch of switches. What you want to do here, you want to hit the red switches and leave the green ones alone. If you need to get health from enemies, by all means do it. So this green one, we leave it alone, but this red one we do need to get to. And these enemies just stay in one place and just strike repeatedly. And I don't want to use the spell that lets me get blood from enemies from far away. I'd rather get them this way just to be safe, because I want to save up on my magic energy. So here's our red switch. We hit that. We've got some more bandits. We need to hit them too. Let's go ahead and get their blood as well. And I was trying to get blood from that enemy, but oh well. And kind of up to the left there, that's where the switch that was there on that part of the wall was. We really needed to hit that switch. And I believe there's a bandit here. Might as well go ahead and get some blood out of him too. And let's hit this. And I didn't want to strike that enemy down, but oh well. Now there are 3 switches here. I'm going to leave the center one for last. Because by hitting all the red ones, you can easily get this staircase to come down.
The sword ravages flesh with teeth of metal and flame, leaving only scorched remains.
And get ourselves a new weapon, the Flame Sword. This sword is going to be fun to have. While it won't let you stun enemies to suck their blood, you can immolate them with this weapon. And it's going to come into play once we go through this door and then enter the newly opened door to the east. And we got zombies. Now, normally you can't kill zombies with any of your other weapons. But with the flame sword, they'll go down super easy. And even tough human enemies will go down in a deadly blaze with this sword. I might as well go ahead and get some health off of that human before I go into this doorway. And here's a switch. We want to make sure that we hit it. And you don't want to get yourself horribly surrounded by these zombies. Otherwise, you're going to be taking a lot of damage. And it's not like I'm really coming back here anyway, so I'm just going to suck his blood and get out of here anyway. Alright. We now have the flame sword. Should I? Should I save? I think I should save. So, I might as well just go ahead and save. Now, once I save my game, I'm going to head to the east. And I'll show you the map of where we need to go. as fun as it is to go down the path that we are about to see, I don't want to do that because, one, that's a long walk. Two, there's nothing over there worth collecting that makes the path anywhere near worthwhile. And three, we can fly straight to Vorador's mansion anyway. I still wanted to go over here just for the sake of being like, hey, you can do all this, and then you could go to Vorador's mansion immediately. Like, there's a few places where you can stand, but the majority of it is just a one-way path where you're going to be handed by a lot of enemies that shoot magical energy at you. I'd rather not even deal with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save myself all the trouble, and I am going to go out of mist form and into bat form. Now, I believe left and right let you go from one major destination to another. And get to where you need to go with an additional in-flight movie. And here we are. And there are the lamps to light the way. And no, we're not going over there. And there's really not much to mention around here either. So all we really need to do is just go right on in. We might as well. And there's going to be a lot of triangles to walk on and get information from, so we better get started.
The luxury with which this Vorador surrounded himself was impressive. His wealth would shame the haughty nobles of my former court.
And by going in here, well, I guess I didn't have to do that. Ah, well. Well, we can save here just in case. We might as well. And from here, we will complete a couple of the rooms and get ourselves some secrets. Now that we are here. So, now that our game is saved, we need to be careful and we need to watch what we are doing. So first off, we are now in Vorador's mansion, and once we save, we head to the north. And here is where the fun begins.
That this vulgar display of fortune remained undisturbed was a testament of fear's dominion over greed.
And now that I've had that description play, it's time to fight some zombies. Okay, game. Okay. Sure. Alright. There's a door to the west. We can't enter that yet. However, there are still some things we can do. I want to equip Control Mind and use it on this guy. There's a switch here. Let us hit that switch and press X, and then get our magic back. And by walking through here, we should be able to find a secret. What is inside this room, you ask? Some cool stuff in a werewolf. Let us get all the things we can get. And then we can use mist form to walk through this little wall with the crack in it. By going in through this crack, we can find a symbol of power. We can find this rune triangle. And we unlock another secret.
The darkness was soothing, and in the distance, sharp and sweet, came the scent of spilt blood.
And from here, we have 2 secrets unlocked. So, let's get these off the list. Get out of mist form. And then smite this werewolf ghost. Can we go through here with mist? We can't. No matter how hard we try. Alright. Might as well get that out of the way because I just now noticed that and I couldn't tell if that was a secret door that I didn't know about or not. But no, there's no reason to go into that wall because there's nothing there. And I am going to go back to the entrance and then back to the east so that way I don't ruin things for myself. And now it's time to get rid of you. I'm going to leave that guy alone, and I'm going to hit this.
Their charms were almost visible through the gauze of their clothing, yet beauty such as theirs delivered only death. For these were Vorador's pets, nothing more than beasts, slave to his will and the easy prey he provided. Vampires, all of them, held in thrall by one stronger still.
And from here, let's kill some zombies once we go through this door to the east. Now, there's a door here, but we can't enter it yet. It's time to use mist form and walk through the spikes. And at this pillar, there is a hidden switch. Now it's time to go back and enter this door. And once we go through here, we will find this area. Do I want to? Yeah, I might as well. No, not this one. Might as well go ahead and get some health here. And let's use our mist form to go across the spikes. Now, thankfully, nobody here can hurt us. And from here, we can just stay in mist form and we can just keep grabbing stuff. Get some more magic, get some more hearts of darkness. And from here, once we're at a safe place, we can go over to where we were before. Alright. Just had to check my notes. And from here, we are going to go past these spikes again. And I am going to do this. Just going to burn him alive. And there should be a secret button somewhere. Gonna go ahead and get rid of them. Get rid of you. And behind here is another hidden door. Now, if you go southeast, this door wasn't open before. Let's go through it. And we have 3 wolves, a bunch of flays, and some magic. I'm going to leave that alone because I have no need for that. Let us now remove these 2 secrets from my list. And from here, let's burn everything again. And this time, we have some humans that we can feast on, as well as these enemies that I really need to get rid of. And if I could hit the enemies, that would be great. Stop it. And sadly, nothing can help any of these people now.
Vorador's pantry, a vampire's feast. Like cattle awaiting slaughter, men and women dangled from the rusted hooks upon the dungeon walls. Blood and viscera frosted the dirt and stone. The abundance nearly overwhelmed me, for blood is the life.
And now that I've paused to allow the description of this rune to be heard, it's time to head to the east. And this is the last room that I'm going to be doing for this video.
My enemies are quite vicious, and the Chaos Armor extracts from them a heavy price for their bloodlust. The blows are meant for me, but it is their bodies that carry the wounds.
And once you enter this room, be ready to head east immediately to get
Chaos Armor.
So what it does, you equip it, and if any enemies hit you with physical attacks, they take damage, not you. And just like that, we're able to get rid of this teleporting enemy. And right here, north of where we got the Chaos Armor, there is a hidden switch. You actually want to hit that. Now, you want to equip Control Mind and go north through this door. By going north through this door, you can find things. That enemy there will get rid of the person that we have just possessed. Let us take care not to walk into the spikes as we go around this hallway. There are several things that we can get, especially some magic. Might as well grab that because it uses a lot of magic. And in here, we find another blood vial. Take us home. And you're here again. Might as well absorb your magic blood now that you're undead. Let's get the magic. Possess you again. Go through the teleporter and hit the switch. And we are done in this room. And there you have it. I've managed to play through 20 minutes and change. And we made some significant headway through Vorador's mansion. We managed to find 5 secrets, and there's still a few more that I want to get my hands on as we make our way through this mansion in order to hopefully meet Vorador. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we explore more of Vorador's mansion, find some more secrets, and meet Vorador himself. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!